Sanjiv Bhalla. Brothers, CEOs and partners of RSB Hexagon. RSB Hexagon is one of the fastest growing practices in their area. They're passionate about providing outstanding services for their clients in accounting, tax, business advisory, home loans and real estate investments with a highly skilled and passionate team with backgrounds in top investment banks, finance houses and real estate. They are on a mission to build wealth for their clients. Your success is their goal. I'd like to introduce them individually as well. We have Raman. He is an active member of the Australian Indian community in Sydney. As well as RSB Hexagon, he owns a corporate advisory business, Proactive CFOs and Business Advisors. He is also a part of the CPA Australia, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants in the UK, and Institute of Chartered Accountants in India. Raman's extensive list of contacts in business and banking spans across Australia, the US, China, Hong Kong, and India. He also has an extensive list of contacts in the political arena of the Australian Liberal Party and ran for the New South Wales state seat of Blacktown in 2015. He is involved with not-for-profit organisations and is also a regular speaker at media forums on economic and financial challenges facing businesses and on government's economic policy positions. We also have Sanjiv Bhalla. Working in the finance industry for the past 17 years, he is a chartered accountant, CPA by profession, and has built a highly respected and professional profile in the local Sydney community. He is also a Justice of the Peace and a domestic abuse and family violence counsellor, always eager to assist those in need. Ladies and gentlemen, Raman and Sanjiv Bhalla. Alright, so my first question is for Raman. Could you please tell us a little bit about your background, about yourself, and how you started in business?
Actually, my goal has always been to make a difference. Whichever area you want to operate in, whether it's business, politics, social, community, or even sports. Or even sports. I started really my career very early in Hong Kong and moved to Australia, always in investment banking. Then I thought I should try to make a difference in the community sector. Joined politics, and politics is a way where you could influence policy positions, and that motivated me to start my own business. In business, our goal is to help our clients make money, to build wealth. That's to make a difference.
And I have a question for Sanjiv. Could you please tell us a little bit about your background, about yourself, and how you started in business?
Okay, sure. I came here 20 years back, and we are brothers, and I'm the younger one. 4 years younger. I did my master's here from CU, and then I did my CPA. I'm a chartered accountant. I worked in corporate houses facing A levels for the last 10-15 years, and then decided to do some of my own business. And then I started my financing company, and then me and Raman decided to work together, and then we set up RSB Partners. So RSB stands for Raman, Sanjiv, Bhalla.
Awesome. And Raman, could you tell us a little bit about RSB Hexagon?
Our goal is really, as we, Sanjiv and I were discussing, is to make a difference. Difference whichever way you could think of. If you take business, we would like to make a difference through providing services in accounting, tax, mortgage broking, and real estate investment. Again, our focus is your success, our client. If you look at a client from your perspective, it's always about you. That's the motivation about RSB Partners, RSB Hexagon. Actually, Hexagon is unique. A couple of years ago, we acquired a business in Bondi Junction. And we had a tragic incident where the seller had been deceased on day one actually. So we had to move in and acquire the business and to run the practice successfully. We were fortunate we didn't lose even a single client. The reason is our focus is always about you. That's how we operate at RSB Hexagon. It's all about you making your success is our first goal.
Wow. And Sanjiv, can you describe your journey to success when you started, and did you ever imagine that you would be at this stage in your entrepreneurial journey?
Sure. We started RSB around 5 to 6 years back, and since then it's not turning back, and it's going really good. And we had one office, and then we also acquired our California office, and we spent almost more than $1 million on the office. So very proud. It's going really well at the moment.
That's excellent. And Raman, how did your brand stand out from the rest of other brands? And is there anything specific that you could recommend to help other people?
Our brand stands out in terms of quality. The team, it's not about two of us. Actually, we have a huge quality team behind us. We have worked in the top investment banks, advisory firms. The quality of the advice we give, that stands out. That differentiates us from any other service. We don't compete on price. We always compete on quality and price. We offer those services at a very affordable prices because our focus is always about you. So if we are focused on you, the quality of service is there, so that stands out from the crowd. That's how we operate.
Absolutely. And Sanjiv, what are you currently doing to maintain and grow your business?
I would say partnerships. We are always looking for a good partnership with all the fields. It's not just about accounting, real estate, other fields as well. Like now we are in partnership with Mike as well. We're trying to promote more upcoming fashion. And another thing is for the business, we're looking for new staff, experience, and so we can deliver on whatever we say. I think that's two of the very important partnerships and stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Raman, what is the best advice that you've ever been given?
This is a tricky question actually. I've been fortunate enough to work with some wonderful personalities here in Australia as well overseas. The best advice I would say is to given that back yourself. Whatever you do, whatever venture you do, give your 110% actually. You fail or succeed, doesn't matter. If you're happy internally, you're successful.
Amen to that. And Sanjiv, what social media platforms do you usually use to increase your brand's awareness?
I would say Facebook. Facebook is my favorite. On personal branding plus business branding, it really worked for us, and it worked for me as well. And I always look to add more friends in my Facebook.
Absolutely. And lastly, Raman, what advice would you give to a young and upcoming entrepreneur looking to break into business?
I think this is a complex question, but I'll try to answer in a simple way. You have to have your plan ready, and at the same time, if you have a right mentorship, those two things can make a huge difference to the outcome of whatever effort you're trying to do. Any upcoming entrepreneur or any venture you want to do in your life, if you have those two things in place, at least your chances of your success significantly better.
Absolutely, that's powerful. And lastly, Sanjiv, what advice would you give to a newbie entrepreneur looking to start a business?
Find a good mentor. That's very, very important. Without a good mentor, it's pretty hard. So mentorship is very important.
Absolutely. Raman and Sanjiv, thank you so much for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Raman and Sanjiv.